Western Big Six game of the season, pitting the Moline Maroons against the Quincy Blue Devils. Both come in with identical records, and this one is for all the marbles. This is Jim Smith along with Jim Sanders going to bring you the action tonight. We'll do a little preview here for you before the game starts. Moline, as we've chronicled many times, on an incredible run. Started the season 0-4, Coach Sanders.
Well, yes, they did.
Since then, they've gone 18-2.
That's right. That's right. Well, they're really, they're on a roll, 7-2 in the conference. Our fans have had an opportunity to see them play several times. Big crowd here tonight, partisan crowd for the Moline cause. Been a while since Moline has had an opportunity to win the Western Big Six championship, and they've got a fine ball club, Coach. They've got, we've chronicled their season, slow start, but they got the players back. They got the right mix of players. They're getting some great help off the bench, and they're a nice ball club. They got 3 players averaging in double figures. There's Travis Wilson, averaging 15.3. Ian Hanneman is at 14.2, and Nick DeVilder at 13.7. Those guys have really done an outstanding job of kind of taking charge in certain game situations and leading this team to the front.
And the 2 veterans, DeVilder and Wilson, have taken turns, different games of leading the fray. Nick DeVilder's really been the cement that's held things together in some times of adversity and pulled the team through. And when they start to struggle, Nick DeVilder seems to be the guy that comes to the fore. I talked to Principal Gary Keller prior to the ball game here, and we're estimating the crowd to be somewhere in the 4,500 range. So it's been a long time since Warden Fieldhouse seen this many people, and it's exciting to see the basketball fans come out and support their team.
Well, it's a great night. Weather's perfect. Not many other games in town, but I'll tell you what: if you can come to the final game of any conference with 2 teams tied, the winner take all, you better come out and see a ball game. If you're I'm just looking at the crowd tonight. There are a lot of UT people here, some Alleman people they're out at the regional finals up at where? Fulton, I guess.
Fulton, yes.
The Erie Regional at Fulton.
Yeah.
I even saw some Alleman people here tonight that for whatever reason didn't make the trip up there. Big crowd and a lot of interest in this ball game. Quincy, of course, their record speaks for itself over the years. We're going to see that ball press, aren't we?
I think we may see that just once or twice tonight as we go, and there'll be a lot of defense played by the Quincy Blue Devils, because that's one of their trademarks, that full court pressure defense, just swarm. If you don't handle the ball well, you're in big trouble against Quincy.
Well, the Moline sophomores had a lot of trouble with that in the preliminary game tonight, and if you bring that ball across that 10-second line and pick up your dribble, you're asking for trouble.
And that kind of defense gets you out of your rhythm. Even if you do get through the pressure, you're out of sync. You're turning the ball over. You're traveling. You're double dribbling. You do things that you normally wouldn't do. You practice all week. You haven't done that all week once, and you get in a ball game. It's a little different situation.
Well, it is, and the same situation too is that some teams will press you and then all of a sudden drop back and play rather passive defense. But the thing that Quincy has done over the years, and we'll look for it tonight, is no matter whether it's full court, 3/4 court, or half court, you're going to see pressure all the time. So let's take a quick break here for our national anthem, and we'll come back with the starting lineups in just a minute.
Okay. Well, we're back.
How about the starting lineup?
Here we go with those starting lineups. For the Quincy Blue Devils, at 1 guard, a 5'10" junior, number 5, Kevin Douglas. He's quick.
And for Moline, at guard, 6'3" junior, Kenny Springer.
At the other guard now for the Blue Devils, 5'11" junior, number 14, Ryan Kelly.
And at guard from the Maroons, 6'5", number 44, Nick DeVilder.
And another guard for Quincy, 6'5" senior, number 50, Scott Baird.
Now for the Blue Devils, a 6'5" senior, number 50, Scott Baird.
At forward for Moline, 6'3" junior, number 40, Travis Wilson.
At a at forward for the Blue Devils. 6'3" and senior number 40, John Bybee. Bybee, their leading scorer.
Wow. The other forward for Moline, 6'4" senior, number 54 is Steve Cottrell. It's a good starting lineup for Moline, Coach. It's a good-looking group.
And finally for the Blue Devils, a 6'5" junior, 6'5", Louis Rivas, number 42.
Man in the middle for Moline, number 50, 6'4" junior, Ian Hanovan. Hanovan, last time we saw him, Coach, had a little foul trouble in that ball game, and of course Dorian Earl came in and did a tremendous job off the bench.
Really had a fine first half last week against the Pioneers. You know, it's interesting to see the games coaches play. Lauren Wallace in the paper this morning talking about didn't know who he was going to start. John Bybee was the only guy that he knew for sure, and listed 6 or 7 other fellas. If you check that lineup, those are the guys who've been playing all season.
That's right. You don't make changes in the 25th, 26th ball game of the year.
And the conference championship on the line.
Lenny Bruns and Steve Spivey will be the officials tonight, Coach, and it's a big deal for the officials when you get down at the end of the year and you've got, probably going to be working in regionals and sectional tournaments next week, and they've got the championship game in the Western Big Six this year, so they've got a big ball game ahead of them also.
Well, Blue Devils will be in there. Blue uniforms with white trim and the black shoes.
Moline, white uniforms, maroon and gray trim, and the white shoes, which is an official's dream. Ball goes off a shoe tonight, Coach. We're going to know which team. We may not know which guy, but we're going to know which team kicked the ball out.
We'll know if it's a black shoe or a white shoe.
That's exactly right. Little things, Coach. Little things.
Travis Wilson, Louis Rivas. Wilson up quickly.
With the ball, DeVilder controls, gets the ball crossed. Oh, nice interior pass in there. Wilson turns and scored. Travis Wilson from Moline.
Boy, Moline going right after him. Here they come, three-quarter court trap now.
You betcha.
Douglas. Back to Kelly.
I will see
They'll
if
run the backcourt
with that and see if Moline drop. We'll see Moline will drop off now, get back in their 1-2-2 zone, and they may not pressure it all the way out. See what Quincy does when it's their turn.
Well, the other game we had with Quincy was the Quincy-Alleman game down at Don Morris Gym, and Alleman packed the zone in, and Quincy didn't shoot very well to start the game off and never really got on track. Ball's loose on the floor.
Jump ball.
Jump ball's going to be Blue Devil ball.
Well, I'll tell you, I think against Quincy, if you don't turn the ball over and give them layups, that's phase one, and make them shoot the ball from the outside, I think you got a good shot.
The difference between this game and the one down at Don Morris Gym against the Pioneers, Louis Rivas did not start that game.
Okay.
He came off the bench and scored in double figures, but he played sparingly, still had double figures points and probably double figure rebounds. Yeah. He kind of dominated the game when he was in there.
Well,
but Alleman had too much for him that night.
Yep. Oh, good hustle and play that time by number 54, Steve Cottrell.
And there's Steve Cottrell doing what we've seen him do all season, hustling for those loose balls and playing good defense and working the boards.
Exactly right. DeVilder will work the point. Oh, wide open shot. Oh, big three-pointer for Kenny Springer. 5-0 Moline, 6:42 to go in the first quarter. Wild pass by
Well, Moline's getting the start they wanted. Now they're making Quincy work the ball. Springer almost with the pick. Here's Rivas, drives the lane, puts it up, and through.
And that's what he does well.
Yeah, that was a strong move to the basket there.
And we'll take a look at this press now. Ball press, they'll double up on every time the ball is in Moline's possession.
Well, it's important for Quincy to make baskets so they can get in that defense. There's a reach-in foul now. Kevin Douglas.
Well, that'll be a thing to watch in a game like this, how closely that's being called out front. It wasn't a hand check that time, but he bellied up real hard, and if the Quincy team can do that without being called for fouls, they've got a real shot. Well, Moline controls out front. Kenny Springer, and looks like Quincy's going to pack it in a little bit.
Yeah, they're playing a little.
What do we got going here now?
A triangle and two type defense.
Oh, that's not going to work against Ian Hanovan, 6'4" junior, 7'2" Moline.
Quincy quickly down the floor. Shots up, too strong. That was Bybee with the shot.
Springer with the rebound, brings the ball near the 10-second line, gets the ball across to Wilson, wide open underneath. Beautiful play, but a nice block. Sure, foul coming. No basket.
We got to reach in on the rebound. That's going to go against John Bybee.
Steve Cottrell could not get that ball down.
Maroon's great quickness down the floor. Broke the press, found Cottrell underneath. He couldn't get the first one to go, but was fouled on the rebound. He'll get a chance to go to the free throw line. We've got number 52 now checking in for the Blue Devils, Corey Vonderher. And I was going to mention at the beginning of the game, Coach talking about 7 or 8 players possibly starting. You know, the players that start all season start, but he's serving notice that he's got 7 or 8 players that he'll play.
That's exactly right. Oh, quick hands that time, and great hustle. Wow, Steve Cottrell, hustle and move. Quincy controls.
7-2 now, Moline with the lead. Quincy in the ball. We'll set their lineup again. That's Ryan Kelly, number 14. Shot from deep in the corner, too strong. Spranger runs down the rebound.
Nice rebound by Moline. They're going to push that ball
Baird with that
floor.
shot.
Yep.
Excuse me, Coach.
No problem. No problem.
You know, that brings up that point you talked about the Quincy defense earlier. Quincy doesn't reach in very much, but they play tough defense from the waist down.
That's right.
They get right up on you with their knees and thighs.
That's
and their bodies away from you, so and they're very good at it.
Very good at it. Well coached. Both these teams are well coached. Nobody's going to out-coach anybody tonight. Somebody's going to execute better, and they're going to win this game. And talent-wise, I think they match up real well.
Well, you know what? It's kind of nice to have it come down to the kids, you know?
You better believe it.
Quincy working the ball inside. Vonderher, turn around, 14-footer, and that's good. Second hoop now for Quincy, 7-4. 4:30 mark of the first quarter.
Maroons patient, bringing that ball across the 10-second line. Hanovan with the ball. Back out to Spranger and across to DeVilder. Stop, pop, count it. Nick DeVilder, jump shot on the run. 9-4.
Quickly down the floor. John Bybee pulls it up. To Baird, to Kelly for 3. No, in and out, wouldn't go.
In and out. Maroons on the run. And they'll slow it down. Good rebounding by the Maroons. One shot for Quincy, and that's all they're getting.
And you're noticing the difference in the pace of the offense. Moline's coming down, working the ball around, being patient. Quincy coming down, 2 passes and a shot.
Yep. Wilson tries to hit Cottrell inside. Hanovan controls. We're going to get a double dribble or a walk. Is the call. Turnover.
Now Hanovan was battling that ball a little bit.
Coach, some good passing that time, but quick hands by Quincy. Quick hands.
24, Corey Douglas. He's been a starter for him much of the season. Is checking in. Scott Baird's going to go to the bench.
3/4 court pressure now by Moline in this zone press. I think they're just more or less trying to slow the tempo of the game down with that press. If you don't give the team a layup, it does have a tendency to slow them down.
Good defense by the Maroons. Got a reach-in foul now. It'll be Maroons ball on out of bounds. Quincy, 52. That's Corey Vonderher picks up his first foul.
First sub.
3 team fouls now on the Blue Devils.
And none on Moline, huh? Dorian Earl, number 52, checks into the ball game. Steve Cottrell will sit down. Dorian Earl, a 6'5" senior. Cottrell is a 6'4" senior, so the Moline Maroons got just a little taller. Good
Quincy
interior
zone
pass.
all the way.
Hanovan, short.
Well, that's one of the first shots they've missed.
Right, and nice looking play there. They got a nice shot, wide open, just didn't go down. 3 minutes,
Douglas
5
to Kelly,
seconds
back
to go.
to Douglas. Again, Quincy working the ball around the perimeter, looking to inside and out. Kick it and put it inside, kick it back out, look for a good shot. Bybee drives the baseline, goes up. Earl with the rebound.
He was looking for some help there, Coach, from the officials, and we don't give it to him very often when you take the ball into a mess like that. Travis Wilson into the lane, turned, shot in the air, and count it. Travis Wilson, 11-4, Maroons, first quarter action.
Again, Quincy against the token pressure, Moline. Earl reaches in. Knocks the ball loose from Vonderher. Vonderher chases it down. The ball's going to go back to the Blue Devils. Moline fans can't believe it. And here comes a sub now for Rivas coming back in for Vonderher.
Well, the Moline student section didn't like that call very well, but they're not going to like many of them no matter what happens down there.
They're looking at it from a kind of a oh, the ball was tipped by Hanovan.
Oh, look at Travis. And there again. They can't stop him, Coach. Travis Wilson, 13-4 Moline, and Quincy needs a timeout.
Okay, here we go. Moline's on a tear, 13-4. Why don't we take a break and be right back? We've got Family Ties Productions on TCI Channel 38. Well, we're back here at Wharton Fieldhouse. The place is rocking before that timeout. Moline 13-4, 2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Moline serving notice they want that title.
Well, they do, Coach, and a couple things that are obvious right off the bat, one of which is Quincy is not shooting well, and they're only getting one shot, which is exactly what Moline did to Alleman last Friday night. They're only getting one shot, you're not going to score very many points, and that's what's happened right now, 13-4, and Moline is shooting the ball very well. Travis Wilson's taking the ball in the paint and has done a great job of that from that spot.
Into Rivas, turnaround jumper off the glass, good. He's tough to stop down low.
Oh. Foul.
We've got a reach-in foul on Ryan Kelly.
Wow.
Well, no, wait a minute. That's Corey Douglas, not Kelly. Fourth team foul now.
Well, Quincy's going to drop back and play at three-quarter level.
Interestingly, I was talking to Kelly Kane, one of the Moline assistants before the game, and he cited the great disparity in the number of free throws shot.
Oh, look out. Great hustle by Travis Wilson.
The great disparity in the number of free throws shot. Quincy shoots about 3 times as many free throws at home as their opponents, and on the road it's about 50-50 percent-wise. So,
wonder what that means.
I don't know. The referees down there are more used to the defense they play and let them get away with more, or
yeah, that's
you change region. That's an awful long way away.
Right.
You don't get the same set of officials working.
Not always, but they're all Western Big Six officials, so you're going to get some of the same ones. Oh, in and out.
Corey Douglas in and out, wouldn't go. DeVille quickly hit.
Oh, Travis! Got it! Travis Wilson.
8 points, Travis Wilson, first quarter.
15-6, 1:02 to go. The Maroons want to be the Western Big Six champions, and they're going to go out and prove it tonight.
You know, and I think the Maroons are determined to say this is a tough place to play. You think it's tough to go down to Quincy?
That's right.
Our crowd's here, we're screaming and we're cheering.
Yeah, there's a lot, this is a hard place to play. There should be a definite.
Basket's going to count. That's John Bybee from the wing. We got Dorian Earl on a push-off.
Yep.
After the shot,
that could make a big difference here in this first quarter, Coach. We got 44 seconds to go. Basket's going to count, and Quincy's going to get the ball out of bounds.
Going to get the ball out of bounds. It's not. I don't think it's a free throw situation. I think the foul was away from the.
I agree. It was under the basket.
Shot. We got subs coming. Number 44 for Quincy, Ryan Heinz coming in.
For Moline, number 54, Steve Cottrell coming back in the ball game. Number 20, Marcus Morrow reports in for the first time.
Steve Cottrell entering the game.
Heinz over to Kelly. Corey Douglas on the wing, and Corey Douglas is going to bring it out front.
15-8 is our score, Coach. A basket here by Quincy.
Rivas walks, gets away with it.
That could neutralize.
He did a little dance when he got that ball.
A little bit of dance.
Kelly. Quincy trying to work their zone offense. Now they're running the cutter through there and trying to overload the 1-2-2 zone, put 3 men on one side.
They're also going to take one shot, too. And that 15-10 ball game, 15-11 ball game takes away a lot of the sting from this first quarter of Moline.
Douglas gets in the air, has nothing to do with it. Throws it out of bounds.
You don't want to do that.
So the Maroons have 3 seconds to do something with it.
Well, we'll see.
Talk about a big basket if the Maroons can convert here.
Oh, wow. Huge play here. Morrow stops, shot, not going to get there. Boy, what a first quarter by Moline. Our score here is 15-8. The Maroons doing what they want to do coming in. They're not turning the ball over against the press, giving Quincy one shot. Travis Wilson's taking the ball, penetrating, making some shots. Excellent first quarter. We'll be right back in just a minute. Smith. This is Family Ties Production here on Channel 38, and we got a great ball game, Coach. Moline leads 15-8, start of the second quarter.
So far, I think Coach Dexter and staff have to be pretty happy with the way things have gone.
So, very much so. Against that zone, Morrow with the ball on the point, and he and DeVilder are playing out front. Moline will get some good shots here. You watch. DeVilder, stop, pop, in and out. Keep it alive. Travis Wilson can't get it down. DeVilder battles and keeps the ball, but he lands on the line. Boy, the Maroons were all over the offensive board.
Were they working on? We had 5 or 6 Maroons going after that ball down there.
How'd they do that?
They were working hard.
Real hard. Well, I know that DeVilder missed the shot and was right there on the second offensive rebound. So
here we go. Quincy, Corey Douglas, Kelly on the wing. Skip pass.
That's set play.
From the corner, no good. Over the top, going to be Moline's ball. Number 44, Ryan Hines, fires up a 3.
Yep.
Quincy going to try to have to shoot their way back in here, and right now they're just not shooting the ball very well.
And they're running some set plays. That's a good set play. Coach Wallace came out right after the break.
I noticed that they picked up the pace just a little bit against the Moline press. They got the ball quickly to the middle, and then the pressure was off.
Yes, they did. Oh, good ball movement by Moline. DeVilder with the ball. He penetrates. Block shot off a black shoe.
Ryan Hines, quick hands, couldn't handle it.
Yep.
Went right off his black shoe.
Oh, hello.
Plus, he was the only guy standing there.
Well, that was a pretty easy one. It was just making a point, that's all.
Because it went off black shoe right after the knee and the ankle.
Oh,
DeVilder, 3!
Oh, 3-point shot, Nick DeVilder, 18-8. 10-point lead by the Maroons.
Quincy breaks the press. Wilson with a steal.
Great steal. That's a good thing to do with it, though, for our young basketball players watching out there. You don't want to take that ball and flip it right underneath your own basket. Fling it down there. Maybe you'll get it, but nothing else Quincy's got to set up.
I got to reload. Douglas, Kelly on the wing. Douglas out front, has an idea. Hines with it. He eyes the basket, doesn't want it. Kelly inside to Rivas.
Oh,
Steve Cottrell. Great anticipation there.
Cottrell to DeVilder, and the Maroons look to open up a bigger lead. Nice pass. Hanovan. Wilson. Oh, wait a minute. Going to be against Hanovan, I believe. Good outlet pass, but you got to stop and pass that ball.
I was going to say, Ian was coming down the lane pretty hard and got up in the air, and then you can't control what you're going to do after that.
Well, and the good teams are going to find some way to stick somebody right underneath you, too.
Here comes Dorian Earl for the Maroons.
Back in. Hanneman's going to sit down, looks like.
And number 50, Scott Baird back in. Scott Baird, 7-point average. 3 boards a game for the Blue Devils. Their leading scorer is Bybee. He averages 12, and Corey Douglas, who has the ball right now, averages about 10.5 for the Blue Devils. So they got a couple of players that score in double figures. Quincy trying to move the ball. We had a little moving pick on the backside there. They didn't catch that one. Hines picking Wilson off. Otherwise, he'd have had the head ball.
You bet.
Douglas off the dribble, goes to the floor. Battle for the rebound, going to be the Blue Devils' ball.
Well, I think Quincy's experienced a little bit of what the other teams here locally, that really good defense by Moline with the great wingspan of the defenders out there. Again, against this zone, there are not many passing lanes, and Quincy's finding that out right now. Quick hands also. Steal, Morrow. Oh, here we go. Boom! It's showtime. Oh, my. 20-8.
You know, we've come to expect Travis to get at least one of those a game the last couple of weeks here.
I'll tell you what, Morrow did a beautiful job of getting that ball out to him. And we come up with a slam dunk, 20-8 with 5 minutes, 29 seconds to go in the second quarter.
And Moline's beating Quincy with their own game. The quick hands, the steals, the defensive creating offense.
Well, the ball goes down. Wilson going to pick up a foul, but great aggressive defense there.
Well, he got the ball clean. I think they called a push on the going for the ball, maybe. 3 team fouls now for the Maroons.
Well, neither team is fouling much right now, Coach, so it's a very clean ball game.
Kevin Douglas checking back in. Kelly goes to the bench. That's Hines with the ball to got the Douglas brothers on the floor now.
1-2-2, zoned by Moline, and that's where you got to get the ball if you're going to beat that zone.
Oh, the two Maroons after the ball, and let it go out of bounds off Morrow.
One thing you'll notice in that situation here, Coach, we got Travis bumped his head or something chasing after that ball, but one thing you'll notice is that against that zone, you need somebody at the free throw line, and Quincy came right out, went to a 2-1-2, put the guy right at the free throw line.
You know, and they had a different set to their offense. We'll see if we can pick it up next time, but they spread. Travis Wilson, good play. They spread the Moline defense out.
We're going to get holding against Quincy on that one. Because Moline is more and more impressive every time I see him. You know, when we saw him maybe in the Thanksgiving tournament, maybe at their all-time low after starting out 0-3 in that tournament,
right,
to where we've seen them get better and better. We watch them at the mark at Christmas time, and they're getting better. We've seen them 3 times at least, maybe 4 since the Christmas break, and then last week and this week, Coach.
Right.
That's a fine basketball team.
You know, I talked to Coach Dexter a little bit before that game. I didn't want to distract him from what he had coming here, but you know, he was feeling comfortable, and the kids had a good week of practice. He said they're playing with confidence, and they're liking what they're doing right now.
Nice job. Excellent job. Morrow with the ball. Controls. Carries it, I'm afraid. Yep. Spranger's going to come back in the ball game. Kenny Spranger, the 6'3 junior. Morrow's going to sit down. 20-8, Moline leads, 4:31, halfway through the second quarter.
Corey Douglas to brother Kevin. Excuse me, Kevin to Corey. Back to Corey. Over to Kevin. One of the Douglas guys has it now.
But you're on it. There's that guy in the middle, Coach, and that's now Moline's going to have to make an adjustment now. It's twice they've got the ball inside, going 2-1-2.
I was at the quarter. Coach Douglas or Coach Wallace pulled them over, and they had that different set.
Yep.
We're spreading them out differently, and that's 2 pretty good looks they've gotten.
Well, we've talked about this ever since Moline's basically gone to this zone, that the hole is in the middle at the free throw line.
Right.
But very few teams have been able to get the ball in there and score consistently.
You've got to get it in there and get your shot off quick. Oh, there's quick hands of Corey Douglas. Kevin Douglas, excuse me. He converts.
Nice drive there.
That's his first 2 of the night.
Just like that, 20-12. Moline still in control, though. Oh, a little quick dribble there by Hanneman, and ran right into the Quincy player. 2 quick turnovers, 2 baskets for Quincy.
Well, Quincy's going to take a little run at him here, looks like. Let's see how Moline responds. Bear deep from the corner, Spranger with the rebound.
That can't be the shot you want in that situation.
I look down at the Quincy bench, and everybody's standing up except Coach Wallace.
Cross-court pass. Travis Wilson on the drive. Loses the ball. Stays with it. Gets it back. He charges. Yep. Little out of control that time. Travis.
Well, he was determined he was going to take that ball to the basket.
Well, and he had beat one Quincy player, but there was another player hustling to get in the way.
Rivas back in now for the Devils.
That's 2 fouls, I think. Is that 2 on Travis?
2 on Travis.
Okay, that's a factor. We need to keep our eye on that with 3 minutes to go here in the first half.
Corey Douglas brings it up, walks it up. Moline taking the press off. Over to brother
Moline
Kevin.
Dropping DeVilder, Lush DeVilder dropping back a little bit now at the free throw, and there's the adjustment. Gone from a 1-2-2 back to a 3-2.
And part of the adjustment is they took their press off, which let them get their defense that they had. They put Bybee on that free throw line from the word go when they inbounded the ball.
Exactly. So it's a chess game.
Yep. So now Moline's made their little adjustment. Let's see what Quincy can do. There's Bybee in the hole. Tries to dump it down. Bybee actually had a decent shot. Decided to get one more pass off it. And Moline was right there with the steal.
In the game, and he gets the ball off. Earl loses control.
Good defense by Rivas. Good really anticipation of that pass, because that was a no look by Kenny Spranger down into Dorian Earl, and Rivas just came right around and picked that one off clean.
Well, Quincy's going to have to make an outside shot or 2 if they're going to get back in this ball game. Big rebound by Spranger. Brings the ball up against Quincy. Ahead to Dorian Earl. Loses control. Saves it to Marcus Morrow. And the Maroons set up. Spranger to DeVilder for 3. Count it. Oh, darn it.
Tip up.
I wanted that baby to go in the worst way.
Looked good from up here, didn't it?
Oh, we had a perfect line. But of course, I can't see. I must be blind on that one. Woo!
Well, here comes Quincy back now.
Yep.
8-point lead for the Maroons.
We've been stuck
Quincy
on 20,
chipping away.
20-12 here for a little while. Quick hands by Moline again. We talked about this last week, too. Moline kicked the ball out of bounds several times last week. This time, quick hands by Springer knocks the ball out of bounds. Quincy's got to reload again.
Brian Kelly in, Rivas back out. Luis Rivas can't seem to play more than a minute at a time.
No, he's really having some trouble in there right now.
Well, 20-12, Quincy with the ball, 1:30 remaining in the first half. Quincy's trying to mount a little comeback effort, and Moline's been answering here. We've made a few offensive and defensive adjustments.
Right, there's a man open there, but they still aren't going to get a very good shot in there because he's going to be double teamed. Quincy needs to penetrate a little bit more, and I think they'll have a better chance to get a good shot.
Moline's defense dictates
look at the hands.
Bybee up with the ball, puts up a shot, doesn't go. Tip up, no.
Hanovan ahead. Morrow with the ball. That's a tough pass, but right on through to Hanovan. Earl couldn't handle the pass. Hanovan is in the right place at the right time. 10-point Moline lead.
A fortuitous bounce for the Maroons because they, I thought maybe Morrow would pull that back out and slow it down.
I thought so too.
Well, we're under a minute. 45 seconds remaining here. 22-12, Moline by 10. Coach Wallace calls a play from the bench. They're going to set Bybee on the free throw line. Douglas brothers working on the tandem on the right side. Earl with the steal to Springer.
Oh! And then kick the ball out of bounds.
Well, that was a good idea getting that ball ahead. You got to give Ryan Kelly credit. He was there for the Quincy steal.
He broke back to that. Rivas is back in again, Coach. So
yeah. He's in and out a lot.
Well, we've been stuck here at 22 to 12. It was 20-12 for the longest time. Moline scored the last basket, but they weathered the storm, looks like now. Going down towards the end here of the second quarter.
Kelly off the dribble, won't go.
The big Dorian
Earl keeps it alive.
Good here, I'll tell you that.
Bybee with the rebound. We got a foul coming. Bybee goes to the floor. It's going to be on Bybee. He was coming in over the top, it looks like. Well, that's his second, 6th team foul.
Well, he got the rebound, Coach, but maybe he had to push to get that thing. But it was a long rebound. That's one thing you noticed there.
He was up there for the rebound and got caught on the recoil from his push.
I think so. Well, the Maroons are going to get a look at the last shot, looks like here. DeVilder for three. It's a long three, and it is good. Nick DeVilder with 3 seconds. 25-12. That's halftime. That shot's not going to count. And the Maroons make a break here at the end of the first half. They bring the score from 20-12 to 25-12, scoring the last 5 points of that half and lead by 13 points. Coach, what do you think?
Well, I tell you, that big three by Nick DeVilder, and that was way out beyond the CBA three-point line here at Warden Fieldhouse. Maroons are doing what they want to do right now. They're controlling the tempo of the game. They're playing great defense. They're getting good looks at the basket. Got Quincy out of their game.
Really. And I think the other thing, too, last week, Olivan shot the ball very poorly here at Wharton Fieldhouse. And in this particular ball game, Quincy's shooting the ball very poorly also. So we're going to take a break here. It's halftime from Wharton Fieldhouse. Championship game in the Western Big Six. The Maroons win the first half, 25-12. We'll be right back.
What they wanted to do, they lead it 25-12. This is for the conference championship. Both teams coming in 7-2. And Moline controlled the tempo, the offense, the defense. I was commenting to Greg, our cameraman, at halftime and said, boy, that was a quick half. Dawned on me there was only 1 free throw shot the entire first half.
Yeah, that's good.
And that'll, that keeps the game moving when you're not breaking for free throws all the time.
Well, you and I talked earlier about, 2 good teams playing. And when 2 good teams play, they usually bring the best out in each other. In that first half, other than the poor shooting by Quincy, both teams played, I thought, very good defense, did a nice job. It's just Quincy can't put the ball in the basket right now.
And Moline led by the usual suspects. Travis Wilson, great first quarter with 8 points, had 2 in the second quarter. He leads all scorers with 10. Nick DeVilder with 2 first quarter points, but hits 2 threes, one right before the end of the half with a real backbreaker. He has 8 points. Ian Hanovan chipped in 4 points. Kenny Springer hit a big 3 early in the ball game for 3 points. Quincy, on the other hand, only had 4 players score. Rivas has 4 points in the first quarter. John Bybee has 2 buckets, one in each of the first 2 quarters for 4. Kevin Douglas hit 1 shot. Corey Vonderher hit 1 shot. So the poor shooting has plagued Quincy. We commented in the first half several times they're only getting 1 shot.
That's right. That's the big thing. When you're shooting poorly and not hitting the boards, you're in for a long night, and that's what's going to happen here. A couple of quick things. I was watching Quincy come back out, and when they warmed up this time, they weren't shooting the ball well. I mean, everybody's shooting, jump shots, heck with the layups, and I bet they didn't hit 10% of their warm-up shots here coming back and start the third.
And the more you miss, the tighter you get, and the harder it gets to make them. So we'll see what happens there.
Their only hope is that they'll start hitting and crashing the board. But Moline rebounds and outlets so fast. If they do that, then they're opening up to Travis Wilson dunking the ball on you at the other end. So let's see what
Nick
happens.
DeViller can dunk, and Ian Hanovan can dunk, so we may see some before the night's over.
Yeah,
if indeed that's what Quincy decides to do.
Well, I think they're going to have to try that, though. I don't think they can stand around and take 1 shot at the basket and hope they start shooting 55, 60, 65%. I don't think that's going to happen. The Maroons have possession here. They have got Wilson, DeVilder, Springer, Cottrell, and Hanovan. And they've all touched it. Wilson in the middle. In and out and in again. 27-12, Moline.
Excellent movement. Maroons moved that ball around, got that zone moving, and found Travis Wilson wide open in the paint, and he converts.
Yep.
Here comes Quincy. Let's see what they've got in store for that Moline 1-2-2 zone. Bybee on the free throw line.
But DeVilder backed in there against him, so now Moline's playing a 3-2.
That's Kevin Douglas. Ryan Kelly with the ball to Corey Douglas. Louis Rivas, 6'5" junior.
There are no shots, Coach. No shots. Quincy can't find one.
Dribble into the middle of that zone. That's not where they want to go.
No, not with DeVilder sag back there on that free throw line.
Skip pass. Kevin Douglas doesn't see anybody. Got Corey Douglas.
Oh, look
Ian
at Hanovan.
Quick hands. Travis Wilson ahead. Here he goes.
Wilson on to DeVilder. DeVilder saves it. Oh, Springer. No good. But they got a decent shot. A little out of control, but they got a decent shot.
Well, the way things were going, I'm surprised that didn't go in.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. Well, Coach, you start talking a little bit about regional play after tonight's ball game, and teams are going to have to come in here and play Moline. There's a basket. They got the ball in the middle again.
John Bybee, he got a good look, about a 10-footer in the paint, and he converts it.
That's, I think, the best shot they've had. Wide open, only
the whole game.
10 feet away.
Well, Quincy's going to obviously turn up that defensive pressure now. Hanovan off the dribble.
Oh, wow. He took that ball to the basket, Coach.
That was smooth, Ian Hanovan. Corey Douglas.
Now the lid's off.
Tipple, that's his first 2 points of the night, and he's averaging 10.5 a game. We got a whistle, we got to reach in.
Well, Moline did a nice job of getting that ball in. The Springer, and a quick foul by Quincy.
Corey Douglas picks up his second personal foul.
29-16 is our score. 5:53 to go here in the third quarter. Moline's trying to break out and get the ball. Springer has it.
Quincy
and Wilson
denying that inbounds.
Bounce pass, tough bounce pass there. Loose ball, jump ball.
Going to go Quincy's way. Alternate possession.
Well, Quincy will get the ball here, but again, that was Moline had the numbers that time, but that 100-mile-an-hour bounce pass on the run is a very tough pass to catch.
And Cottrell was in his defense, was in a little bit of traffic in there.
Oh yeah, no question about that.
So he knows he's got to catch it and do something with it right away.
Right away, or you travel.
Right.
I mean, it was not easy to handle, that's for sure.
Well, let's see if Quincy can find that open spot in the middle again. Bybee's working the paint back and forth. Quincy moves the ball around the perimeter from Kelly to Douglas. Rivas on the baseline. Looks to get rid of it.
Boy, nice defense by Moline. Long arms.
Corey to brother
well
Kevin
coached.
to brother Corey. Ryan Kelly for 3. Count it. That's his first basket of the night. So we've got 2 players that didn't contribute in the first half have already scored here for the Blue Devils.
Another quick foul against Quincy on the inbounds.
And it's another foul on Corey Douglas. 2 quick fouls now on Mr. Douglas. That gives him 3. And that's going to become a factor here.
You bet. You
If
bet.
Quincy's going to play this tough defense, there's going to be some fouls called, I guarantee you.
Yeah, they're going to drop it back here on this possession at least and play it about a three-quarter court level. Moline, lots of patience. Three people bringing the ball across. Spranger to Travis Wilson. Penetrates, dishes back out to DeVilder. And Moline's looking for a good shot.
Moline does a nice job against the Quincy press.
And turn it over there.
We'll come back to that a little bit later.
Well, 10-point lead by the Maroons, though. Third quarter action.
Kelly's feeling it. He goes for three again, didn't get it.
Boy, another one-shot effort there.
DeVilder, it's 4-on-2.
Ooh.
That's no good. We got a reach-in foul. DeVilder's trying to dish it off to Travis Wilson in the corner, and he gets hacked pretty good by Ryan Kelly, I do believe. Yeah, that's who it is. Three team fouls now for Quincy.
Moline's going to send Dorian Earl in the ball game. Cottrell is going to sit down. The Maroons will take the ball out of bounds under their basket. A lot of student interest right underneath that basket right now, and the home team's there. That always helps. Travis Wilson controls. Good body up defense that time by Quincy.
I was going to say, they're not going to let him have the ball and let him work.
Spranger off the rim and out. Moline hustles to the ball, saves it, but he traveled. Couldn't get rid of it before he got down on the ground. Quincy in control.
Travis doesn't like that one, but that's probably a good call.
Well, it's a hard call to make because he's hustling so much, but he got out of control and wasn't able to get a dribble in there before he passed the ball.
Douglas, Kelly, Bybee. They got Bybee out of the middle. They got Rivas working the paint now. Bybee's in the corner. Kevin Douglas, Ryan Kelly out front. Corey Douglas flashes to the paint. 15-footer, count it.
Boy, Coach,
well, they kind of overloaded the zone that time.
Spranger to Dorian Earl on the run, won't go. Maroons broke the press, but can't score, and it's 29-21. Quincy's coming back. Moline might want a timeout here pretty soon.
Kevin Douglas, Corey Douglas dishes off to Louis Rivas.
Wow. Coach, we got ourselves a ball game now.
So with the score 29-23, why don't we take a quick break and come right back.
We're back here, Wharton Fieldhouse, championship game of the Western Big Six. We're in the third quarter, 3 minutes, 26 seconds to go, and the Maroons lead the Blue Devils 29-23, and Quincy is on a run, Coach.
Yeah, they've got Moline playing their game right now.
They really do.
They've got them, the full court pressure's got them playing more up-tempo than I'm sure they want to play. They're hurrying shots. You know, they've broken the press a couple of times.
There's a turnover now. Well, I think you're absolutely right on that. And Moline has been so good when they've set up against the pressure, passed the ball, opening possession to be a good example of this third quarter. Everybody touched the ball a couple times, steal by Moline.
3-on-1.
More to DeVilder, and he'll set it back up a little bit. Hanovan. Dorian Earl won't go. Earl will get a rebound, but he's going to get a foul also. And the Moline crowds don't like that one real well. And the Blue Devil fans across the way are pretty excited about that call, to tell you the truth.
Well, Dorian in his defense was going hard for the rebound.
He was.
He missed that shot and wanted to make up for it.
Yeah.
You see that happen many, many times.
Yeah.
And Maroon's going to pick up three-quarter court now.
Yep. It's a big possession by Quincy right now.
Kelly had an idea. He's hit a big three earlier, and he wanted to take another one there, but he thought better of it.
I'm so impressed with Moline. When you get a guy open, he may be open, but he's not open long. You know, it's like, you know, the good football teams. You may get a receiver open, but he isn't open very long. Look out.
Corey Douglas has 6 points here in the third quarter.
He can catch
4-point ball game.
Now Moline's going to have to show that composure that's got him to this level. They've won close ball games before, and this was going to be one here probably. Travis Wilson, he walks. Coach Dexter would like a foul on that, but again, we're a little out of control, that's all.
Yep.
A little out of control.
Yeah.
2:17 to go. This quarter belongs to Quincy right now. 29-25, Moline leads.
Well, they're on a 13-4 run right now through this quarter. Well, Quincy being patient here.
Well, they can be quite patient now when they were down 13.
Well, they're getting some shots to fall.
Right.
That didn't happen in the first half. Kelly for 3.
Whoa.
Long rebound goes to Corey Douglas. Excuse me, that's Kevin Douglas. I had him straight at the beginning of the ball game. I can't get him straight now.
That's so frustrating
Corey.
when we do that. I know it. Oh,
Kelly.
wide open.
Von der Hart.
Well, that
15-footer.
I will say this. The thing that was impressive there about Quincy was that DeVilder, and DeVilder makes gambles and almost comes away with a big steal, and they immediately knew where DeVilder was supposed to be.
Yeah, they found that open spot. Von der Hart was standing in it. They hit him, and he converts.
Earl inside to Hanneman. Quincy's going to pick up a foul. Hanneman on the drive. Nice pass by Dorian Earl.
The foul's going to go on Kevin Douglas. He reached in and kind of raked Hanneman's arm away from. See if they call that a shooting foul or not. Probably not. He was heading for the basket, but he never really got into the act of shooting. So
officials are going to come over and they got something to say here. We're going to talk to Coach McGuire on the PA system.
I'm sure they want the students to get off the wooden part of the floor.
And they need to be off the wooden parts of the floor.
Yeah, it's hard for the officials to work.
No objects be thrown onto the gym floor. Once again, kindly do not throw things onto the gym surface floor. Thank you.
Well,
Dan McGuire, the public address announcer here and fine football coach at Moline, just has asked the fans not to throw objects on the floor. That's a very dangerous situation.
You bet. Oh,
good
nice
play.
inbounds pass. DeVilder to Travis Wilson. The Maroons come right out with a set play on the inbounds play.
Well, they needed to answer. That gets it back to 4. Quincy had cut it to 2. Now Moline with a little extra pressure. We're going to get a foul. Nope.
Got away with one, but that's okay.
Marcus Morrow created some pressure there. Ryan Kelly was dribbling it away and just lost his dribbling and it went out of bounds. No foul there.
Well, here come the Maroons again now. 31-27, 57 seconds to go in the third quarter. Can the Maroons answer to this charge by the Quincy Blue Devils? We'll see.
Quincy really extending their defense now.
Well, they got to keep pressure on, but not as much as they had to when they were way down. This is anybody's ball game right now.
Yeah, it is.
So Moline, if they get one shot, there's a set play. Oh, almost. Morrow to Hanneman almost ended up with a dump there. Oh, that'd have been 2 big plays in a row there.
Travis Wilson playing great defense. Wilson says it's off by me. Referees don't see it that way.
No.
Here comes John Hines back in, or Ryan Hines back in for the Blue Devils.
We talk a lot about the offense that Moline has been able to play, and we talk a lot about their zone defense, making people shoot the ball away from the basket, but their press has been pretty darn effective throughout the course of this season. Create some turnovers, and if nothing else, that was going to be, without a foul, that was going to be a 10-second call before they could have got it across the 10-second line. Now Quincy's going to go for the last shot. 8 seconds to go. They're going to have to get moving.
That's Corey Douglas just inside the arc. Oh, off the rim, wouldn't go. Bybee, big rebound, up and in.
My.
At the horn.
Oh, there's an offensive board, Coach, and I bet you they haven't had 3 or 4 of those the whole ball game. Well, we're going to take a break here at Horton Fieldhouse. Championship game, Western Big 6. The Moline Maroons, their lead down to 31-29. Quincy's on a charge, and we'll be right back with fourth quarter action.
Quincy did in the third quarter exactly what Moline did in the first half. They took control of the game. Their defense created offense. Moline did not shoot the ball well. Quincy came out and shot the ball well. Put a 17-6 quarter on them. Got right back in the ball game. It's a 2-point ball game.
You bet. Good news for Moline is that Moline has all the possession in their favor, so Moline's going to get the first opportunity to score here. They did a nice job to open up the third quarter. DeVilder shot off the rim, doesn't go. Hanneman tips it up, no good. Maroons control. Marcus Morrow has the ball. DeVilder for 3. He's wide open there, Coach. He'll bury that one every time.
Big 3. That's DeVilder's third three of the night. Those are big points.
Look out. Travis Wilson with the steal. Nope.
That foul's going to be on the floor.
Oh, man. Whatever Coach Dexter said at that break, you want to remember that and hope he doesn't have to say it again tonight.
That foul is going to be on Ryan Hines. That's his first. 5 team fouls now for Quincy. Free throws may be a factor. Yeah, it was only one shot in the entire first half. We have yet to shoot one here in the second half.
The Maroons inbound the ball. Travis Wilson tomorrow. Out to Hanovan. They're all going to touch it now. Cottrell has it. Back to DeVilder. All the Maroons have touched the ball in this inbounds play. The more touches Moline gets.
There's that body up foul.
No question. No question
and
about that.
There's a big foul. And I'll tell you exactly why. That's number 4 on Corey Douglas, but he's the guy that ignited the run in the third quarter.
Right.
He got six points in the third quarter and got Quincy back in the ball game.
Well, one of the things he does so well, Coach, he catches the ball and shoots it right now. He does, and against Moline, you hesitate a second and you're not open anymore. But he caught it and shot it enough times,
and they were going
right back in the game. Morrow going for 3, in and out. Ooh, that would have been a big play. Foul on Cottrell. Reach in.
Well, that's one of those fouls you get because you went over the top.
Yeah, you're right.
If you'd have come up from underneath it and done the same thing, it probably wouldn't have been a foul. But he made a big swipe at the ball. And in Steve's defense, he might have got it, but the referee saw the big swing.
Exactly. Boy, Quincy
only with the pressure.
Boy, look at this pressure here. They want travel. The big guy, not going to count. Not going to count, charging.
Rivas comes screaming down the lane, determined he's going to go to the hoop.
Well, and Cottrell was standing there waiting. Last week against Alleman, Coach, if your fans remember that ball game, he took about 3 charges in a row and didn't get anything, but he's back again this week, standing there taking those knees up in his chest.
You know, and Steve hasn't scored tonight, but he's done things. We've talked about Steve many times this season.
Travis Wilson, count it! Baseline drive, puts the ball in the basket. Great body control. And just like that, the Maroons have opened up a big lead. Count that basket. And you're right. The fouls are going to become a big factor in a minute. 36-29.
Well, that's got Moline in the bonus.
Over here on the sideline, the coach
from now on
are taping Morrow up while Moline's shooting free. They must have got cut or something because they're taping him up on the run. Coach didn't even take him out of the ball game. Free throw is good. Boy, the coaches did a nice job there. Didn't have to take Morrow out of the ball game at all.
Corey Douglas over to brother Kevin. Kelly in the corner.
8-point Moline lead and a tip that way.
Well, you can't. The fans want that ball, but you can't believe a guy standing that close is going to throw it that far away from his teammate. That went right over the Quincy bench.
We've seen some bad passes. And Morrow pointed towards Moline, but he knew that he'd hit that ball.
I think he was just excited that he got a piece of it.
But it stopped their offense again. 8-point Moline lead, 6:22 to go.
Quincy looking to find a hole in that zone again. They got Vandahar working the middle now. Kelly and the Douglas brothers on the perimeter, Bybee in the far corner. Looking to get a good shot. Moline extending their defense out. Sagging in the middle. They're not giving him any good shots.
That's an open shot there.
And Ryan Kelly answers with another 3.
Well, the Maroons need to answer back now, 37-32.
2 threes for Ryan Kelly tonight.
He's going to have to make several more. Morrow. Oh, tough pass to catch. And Morrow controls. Back to Hanovan. Hanovan on the offensive board won't go. Hanovan's going to pick one up. You watch. You bet. Nope. Cottrell. My bad. But he was after that loose ball, but there was a Quincy guy in the way.
He put the big hook on him, I do believe.
He did do that, yeah. A hustle foul, but it's only the second team foul against Moline this half?
Well, I'm surprised.
Third one, yeah.
I'm surprised Steve Ian Hanovan didn't have a broken nose.
Oh,
Marcus Morrow shot him a rocket from about 4 feet that he caught.
Coach, there have been some big-time hard passes tonight, I'll tell you. Well, Coach probably talks every day in practice. We don't have those lazy passes. My golly, those are not lazy passes.
Got sweat on the floor here, some kind of water on the floor. Getting that cleaned up.
Well, 5 minutes, 42 seconds to go. Quincy's ball. Moline leads by 5. Now we're getting down to it, Coach.
And Moline's going to go with their little three-quarter court trap, and it's been pretty effective here, upsetting the Quincy.
Done a nice job with that, really. Oh, quick hands by
steal.
Moline. Doing to Quincy what Quincy has done to everybody else. Loose ball.
Travis Wilson on the floor.
Timeout.
Gets the ball,
What a
calls
play.
timeout.
What a
They'll
play.
retain possession. That's a very, very smart call. That's a veteran call.
Yeah, it is. And that's what you expect from a Travis Wilson, Nick DeVilder, and the crew.
Let's keep it here and talk about what we're going to see coming out here now. Moline's got a 5-point lead, 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. They've got the ball back. A huge possession, I'd have to think, for the Maroons now.
Yeah.
Well, as everyone is going to be from now on.
They're all important now, and I think right now, obviously the team that can come out and get the most good looks right now in this last 5.5 minutes is going to be a team that's going to win the ball game.
And this gives Moline the opportunity to set a play and execute. Last time after a timeout, they came out, ran a set play and got an easy basket.
And we'll follow the official across here. We'll figure out exactly where Moline is going to get the ball, and they're going to get the ball under the basket, but a little bit, it looks like they're going to set up out around the three-point line. So that also helps, and most coaches will ask you, if they call a timeout, where are we going to get the ball?
So they can set the play accordingly.
Set the play accordingly. We'll take a look. So it's going to be pretty much under the basket. So that's going to give them an opportunity to run any of their inbounds plays from that spot. That ball gets off in that corner any farther, it kind of messes up some of the things that you like to do on your basic plays. Well, it's not over yet, that's for sure.
No, we got a long ways to go. Moline is in the bonus. Possession arrows to Quincy.
That may become a factor also. Could have become a factor there had Wilson not been so smart as to call that timeout, because it was going to end up being a jump ball or travel.
That would have been a jump ball.
DeVilder, the Maroons got that court spread real well right now. They may can bring Quincy out of this thing.
Quincy playing zone pretty much all the way.
The good thing about Quincy, for them at least, is that if you make them come out, they're used to playing that half-court defense. They can do it.
Man, this is maybe fans don't like to see this. Well, you say they lose the momentum, et cetera, but Moline is in the bonus. So Quincy to come out and play defense, they're going to have to foul. They're going to put Moline on the line. They're 2 fouls away from the super bonus.
That's right.
18 fouls for Quincy. And they're going to burn a minute off the clock here without any intention.
We're down to 50 seconds already.
There we go.
Wilson, you know Wilson will get a good shot. The traveling is the call. And that's a turnover that makes it difficult now, because Quincy's going to get that ball back. Moline used up 1 minute at a time, but didn't get a shot off.
Travis gave a little extra hop in there, it looked like, and the ref called that a travel.
Defense by Moline doing a nice job again.
Ball's in the middle. Bybee takes it in.
Block shot by Hanneman.
Quick
Steal
hand
by Morrow.
Marcus Morrow, that's about 3 times now. He's flicked that ball out of there.
If you bring the ball down, you're not going to come back with it. Maroons spread the floor again. Nick DeVilder on the point. Gets the ball out to Cottrell. Trying to get the ball back inside now to Hanneman. Turnaround jumper. It's going to go in and out. 4 minutes.
Rebound, Bybee. That ball had a lot of iron. Just wouldn't go. Douglas ahead to Rivas. He goes strong to the basket. It won't go.
There. No
One
way.
shot. Quincy. Hanneman with the rebound.
And DeVilder controls ahead to Morrow. Still a 5-point lead. Oh, not a good pass there. That's one coach doesn't want. And Quincy's trying to calm things down. 5-point lead is not that big a lead, so you don't have to do anything crazy.
That's a 2-possession lead. That's all that is.
And lots of
in the
time
corner.
yet. 3.5 minutes to go.
Rivas gets the ball flicked away.
Oh, behind the back. DeVilder. Foul.
Ball, the basket didn't go, but he got fouled.
Man.
Nice pass, Travis Wilson. That was a behind-the-back dribble look, but it was a pass to DeVilder. Excellent.
I'll tell you, the Maroons are playing like a championship ball club, Coach. The ball's not going in for them this second, but they're making real, experienced play, calm play. We got a timeout coming for Quincy. We're going to take a break here. This may be the last one we get, so we're going to take a short break. This is Jim Sanders with Jim Smith. Western Big Six championship game. Moline Maroons 32, Quincy Moline 37, and Blue Devils 32. We'll be right back.
Well, we're back. Moline leads by 5. 3:24 remaining in the contest. Nick DeVilder to the line. is going to attempt the third and fourth free throws of the game for the Maroons, which is startling enough until you look at the Quincy side of the book. They have yet to go to the line and shoot any free throws.
Wow. And we're not saying that insofar as the officials just letting them kill each other. There haven't been many fouls out there. DeVilder sinks the first one, 38-32, 6-point Maroon lead.
And with that foul, Quincy moves to within one of the super bonus.
Now, the next time it'll be the super bonus on the 10th one. So missed the second one. Controlled by Moline. Hanneman kept it alive. Oh,
Wilson.
quick hands by the Blue Devils.
Wilson was in trouble there. He was surrounded. Right, here comes Quincy back now. Corey Douglas to Kelly. Moved the ball around the perimeter. Got Rivas working in the paint. Long skip pass to Kelly. He's their three-point shooter. That's his third three of the night. 2 here in the fourth quarter. They cut the lead in half, 38-35.
The Maroons bring the ball across. Hopefully they're going to bring it across. Oh, and a steal. Travis Wilson. And the call's going to go for Quincy. Boy, Wilson hustling, Coach. I don't think I've ever seen him play with this intensity at both ends of the floor for this long.
No, that ball's his when it's on the floor. He's going
right.
after everything.
Moline makes a substitution. Number 30, Kenny Springer, comes in the ball game. Number 20, Marcus Morrow will sit down. Quincy with a chance to get within one or tie it up.
Scott Baird in for Quincy now.
Oh, Rivas. Oh, nice steal.
Wilson with the hands
That's
that
right.
time.
Man.
Boy, Rivas had a point-blank look. The builder says he got hacked. Ref says, hey, he got the ball. That's enough. Let's go. Let's play.
I already pointed your direction. Now, don't make me do something you don't want to see happen here. Maroons inbounds the ball. Springer with the ball. Brings it towards the 10-second line. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Fourth quarter action. Horton Fieldhouse. This is the championship game. Oh, Wilson open. It's a nice shot.
Well, and Quincy turns up the defensive pressure a little bit. They open up that back door.
Got a warning. Yeah, warning against Moline for touching the ball to the basket. Now, it means nothing at this point in time.
Got water or has got something on the floor down here?
It means nothing as far as anything, except if Moline were to do that again, then it's a technical foul, and obviously you don't want that to happen. Official did a nice job. He came over, reported to the scorekeepers, and he also told Coach Dexter exactly what's happening. He can relay that now to his players. So 40-35.
And we're at the other end here cleaning up some water down in the Quincy end of the floor. I got that cleaned up. Here we go.
Well, 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go. Now Quincy's got at least a 2-possession game for them.
Kelly to Baird. It's been pretty much Corey Douglas and Ryan Kelly. Here's another 3.
Oh, he's hot now. Now we're going to have to identify that. 2-point lead.
And he's shooting them from way downtown.
That's right. He's not open long, but he's shooting quick. Oh, they want to travel there. Cottrell. Travis. Oh, it won't go. He got hammered, and that ball still almost went in.
I said, I hung on the iron. Hung on the iron. Wouldn't go. Here's the foul call. It's on Quincy. It's going to be on Kelly. His second. 10 team fouls now for Quincy.
Man. Coach, we check that blood pressure, you know. It's heating up in here right now. What a basketball game.
Well, we're under 2 minutes, 1:49. It's a 2-point game. Wilson at the line trying to extend that out. Fans are certainly getting their money's worth tonight.
Yes, they are. All 4,000, 4,500 of them. Nobody's leaving to go home. Wilson hits the first free throw. 3-point Maroon lead, 41-38. Wilson's up to 20 points now. And with still the same 2 fouls that he picked up fairly early there in the first half. Boom. 4-point lead. Well, Quincy hits a 3. Moline comes back, makes 2 free throws.
Douglas, 3. Count it.
Oh, my.
That's a lot of offense in a hurry.
Well, Moline inbounds the ball. DeVilder controls across to Travis Wilson. Across the 10-second line. Touch pass out to Cottrell.
Get out
He's
of the
trapped in
corner, Steve.
And
He calls
wants a
timeout.
Good call. Wow. When Quincy saw Cottrell in that corner, Coach, they were on him.
That was like wolves after the lamb over there.
Oh, my
wasn't it?
gosh. Woo. Hey, I think we better take a break, Coach, to catch our breath here. It's 42-41. Moline leads and has possession of the ball. 1:24 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back. So, Moline will take possession of the ball. We'll see how far in that corner the officials will go, because we know that Moline was deep in the corner at the time the timeout was called. The crowd's making a lot of noise right now.
Well, they're behind their Maroons.
And the ball will be inbounds from the sideline over there. Watch a back pick here and a lob to the goal. Back pick, lob to the goal. You never know. They get the ball inbounds. Wilson has the ball out front. 1:20 to go. Fourth quarter. Moline leads by 1.
What, are we shooting layups and free throws now?
No, I don't think so. Not yet. Not yet. But I don't think Quincy's going to let him hold it long enough to find all that out, because they'll foul eventually. DeVilder in and out. Tip in.
Big tip. That was either Hanover or DeVilder. We'll give it to DeVilder.
DeVilder, tip in, his 14th point of the ball game. And
well, they've got the three-point shooters.
That's
They got
right.
Springer. They've gone man-to-man, boxing one, whatever you want to call it. Shot goes up, out of bounds. It's going to go back to Quincy.
Quincy's ball was a good move by Coach Dexter also, because that's a man-to-man defense to identify the three-point shooters. But of course, Quincy will have a play of some kind to get them open.
They had Douglas had somebody in his face, and Kelly had Springer all over
They're
it.
going to have to go with a pick or a double pick, and they can do that off this inbounds play pretty easily. Now, there's only 3 fouls against Moline, so Moline can foul if the situation gets there without putting them in the line yet. So, with 44 seconds to go, you might see that strategy in there somewhere.
3-point Moline lead. Again, we've got water on the floor.
Yeah. I've got a hunch it's not coming from the ceiling.
No, Wharton Fieldhouse is plenty warm tonight with all these people in here, a lot of yelling. You can hear the crowd in the background. Everybody's on their feet. In the student section.
That's right. They better make a lot of noise now, Coach. The Moline faithful should be up and cheering at this point.
Here we go. Corey Douglas on the trigger.
Here's your double pick.
Kelly for 3.
Long.
No, too strong. Gets his own rebound. Puts up a 14-footer, won't go. Rivas rebound up and good.
Nice rebound that time. Back to a 1-point ball game. 44-43. The ball into DeVilder. To head to Springer. They're looking to foul Springer. Don't get the call. DeVilder gets the ball crossed. And a foul call there.
Ryan Kelly, reach in. Kelly says he traveled first. Ref says, I don't think so.
Yeah. But they're going to shoot 2 free throws now in the super bonus. Nick DeVilder's going to go to the line.
DeVilder 1 of 2 from the line his last trip. Big free throws coming here. 25.6 seconds on the clock. Possession here over to Quincy. That might be a factor down the road.
Quincy has one more timeout available to them. So with the lead to Moline, Quincy still has some things going for him here in the last, like you say, 26 seconds. DeVilder, first one on its way, strong. Off the back iron, sub coming in for Quincy.
Kevin Douglas checking in. Ryan Hintz will go out. Hintz.
No big free throw here now for DeVilder. We got Travis Wilson and Ian Hanovan on the blocks in there, though, so they've got an opportunity for an offensive board. They've done a nice job already. Got to keep them off, but no chance. DeVilder buries it. 45-43.
Moline with the pressure. Wilson reaches in. There's that extra foul. We had fouls to give. That's only 4 on Moline now. It's 3 on Wilson.
They can go 2 more, but you don't want Wilson doing both of them.
Well, what did we burn there? About 4 seconds.
Yep. Officials done a beautiful job in this ball game, Coach. This has been, the kids have been able to play. They've kept control. Okay. Moline maybe looked to foul again.
Quickly up the floor.
And they did. Oh, they got a foul. Don't call timeout. They're going to get a foul out.
Going to be on Springer or Cottrell. They were both there, but I think Springer got him first.
Foul first. No timeout. They don't want a timeout now. But they're going to. Moline wants a timeout. Moline called timeout. called timeout. Somebody asked for a timeout. Any player can ask, and the officials called a timeout against Moline now.
Folks, if you're watching this at home and happen to be taping it, run that back.
Yeah.
It was a Quincy player that signaled for a timeout.
Well, there's no question about that, but here's the situation. Foul occurred before the timeout was called. Okay? Somebody from Moline asked the official for a timeout after that fact took place. Now, maybe as an official, I call the foul, then give him the timeout because he asked for it. But as soon as the foul is called, it becomes a dead ball, and maybe it took that away. I don't know. But I don't think he made a mistake in pointing the wrong way. Somebody from Moline asked for a timeout.
Well, which might be to Moline's advantage. That gives Coach Dexter a chance to say, hey, here's the situation.
Right.
We've got a foul to give. There's 18 seconds left.
And the only bad news is that if Quincy were to score, Moline is going to have to not only have their defense set, but have the offense set going back the other way.
Right.
So, we'll see if that makes a difference in the ball game or not. We hope not.
Because Moline's out of timeouts.
Moline does not have a timeout left. Quincy's got 2. Still a foul to give, though. Oh, wide open. There comes a foul. Oh, no foul. Stole the ball. Now Quincy's got a foul. And there's the foul. Oh, wow.
Foul called. Foul called. Ryan Kelly.
Yep. Oh, now you got to keep those students off the floor down there.
That was on Douglas. That's his 5th. That'll put him out of the ball game.
That hurts. It also buys Moline a little time to kind of decide, talk to the kids about what they might want to do here.
It's going to put Nick DeVilder, I believe. Yeah, he's on the line. He'll shoot 2.
Moline still has a foul to give, Coach, with 12 seconds to go. I'd make sure I'd use that somewhere before a guy could find a shot.
Coach Dexter down here talking to Kenny Springer, giving him some direction.
Yep. And Coach Wallace is using this full 30 seconds to get a sub in the ball game. Calm everybody down. Also has a tendency to ice your shooter if that's ever going to work. I'm never sure that's any reason why anybody misses a free throw. But
Ryan Hintz comes
now
back
they'll use
into the
the
ball
timeout.
game. Now he'll take a timeout.
Yep. And then he gets one. The fielder will be at the free throw line. We come back with 12 seconds to go. Let's stay right here. No sense going anywhere, Coach.
Well, these are obviously big free throws coming here.
Yeah, big free throws coming here.
And DeVilder struggled a little bit from the line tonight. He's 2 of 4 right now.
Yep. Well, with the three-point shooters that Quincy's got, Nick needs to make 1. Needs to make 1. He makes 2. Moline's going to crown a champion here.
You know, and this is a situation where you're in the huddle with your boys and you're the coach and you say, now after Nick makes these free throws, here's what we're going to do.
That's right.
You make that a given. You don't talk to Nick about making free throws in this situation.
That's a given. You're exactly right. And this is one of the reasons this super bonus is in the ball game. Really,
right.
There's not as much pressure on this first free throw for Nick DeVilder as there would be if we're still in the 1-on-1. So he's got 2 chances to make 1, and I've got a real good feeling right now. Quincy's setting something up here because they're going to need, in their mind at least, they got 1 timeout left. They're going to need a 3-point play or a 4-point play.
You know, DeVilder makes his free throws. They've really got to hustle the ball down the floor and get a shot off quickly.
You betcha.
They don't have time to run much offense because it's going to be a 2-possession game.
Well, and on the way down
there's a foul to give.
That's right. Moline's going to foul you. Just don't foul him when he shoots it. That's all.
So it's a tough spot for Quincy, and it all is going to come down to these free throws.
Boom. Dead center, perfect. That's what you want your senior to do. Step in there and lead that team to a championship. DeVilder buries a free throw, 46-43. Moline leads. Let's put it away. DeVilder. Bang. 4-point lead.
We got a sub coming. Marcus Morrow coming in for Cottrell, I believe. They want to get all the quickness they can get on the floor right now.
Yeah.
Morrow's created a few turnovers himself tonight, just with his quick hands. Here comes the substitution. We're making sure referees are doing a good job of making sure everything's right like it should be.
Yep.
Ball will be out of bounds under Moline's basket.
Right. guess the question I have, how much time was on that clock? Wasn't it 12-2?
Yeah, they're putting it back up.
We went to 11-6, so we need to go back. They're back to 12-0 right now.
They inbounded the ball and started the clock before. There was so much noise they couldn't hear the horn blow.
There's a foul. Okay.
Foul on to Cottrell.
Yeah, Cottrell's going to pick up that foul. 9.8 seconds to go. Out of bounds.
Here comes Quincy's last timeout now. Or did they already use it?
Coach, they need to save a timeout. They got to save the timeout
for after their basket?
Or after the basket. They definitely don't want to call a timeout now.
I thought I saw Coach Wallace signal timeout.
Yeah, if he did, he would have think more. He got to go with the ball, son.
Here we go. Now Moline's just going to have to play defense.
And they timeout. Start yelling it now. Won't go, Moline.
Ball's loose. Douglas in the corner fires up a three. He's fouled on the floor. It's going to be a 1-and-1. That foul's going to be on Travis Wilson. I think he was pointing at. Let's see here.
Alive. 0.8 to go, Coach.
Yeah.
He was definitely fouled on that line.
That'll put Douglas on the line.
Well, the crowd's going to come to their feet now, Coach. We've got 0.8 of a second to go. Quincy's got 1-and-1. Now, Moline really needs to keep the kids off the floor down at that other end. It's very critical.
Well, they'll be all over the floor as soon as this game's over, I guarantee.
That's what you want. As soon as the game is over.
Yeah.
That's the critical phrase.
We've got Kevin Douglas, at the line. He's 2 points on the night. They don't pay him to score, I don't think, though.
Well, he made that one.
He throws up and good. And here's Quincy's final timeout. 3-point lead for Moline. 0.8 of a second remain.
Okay, I'm going to go with a play here, Coach.
Are we going to miss the free throw on purpose? Tip it out and shoot the three.
That's what we're going to do. If you can do that in 0.8 of a second, you deserve to tie a ball game up. But you got to do it.
What choice do you have?
There's another choice. We got to find 14 because he's going to be the guy they're going to want to get that ball to.
And Coach Dexter's got them all standing up. They're huddled around their clipboard up there.
We're obviously not the only ones that thought of that.
And we're two schmoes up here watching the game.
Way up here watching the game.
Way up here.
Sweating like a mug.
But what an exciting game this has been.
Oh, man.
Moline led all the way. Dictated first half action. Led by 13 at the half, 25-12. Quincy comes back. Great run, 17-6. Outscored the Maroons in the third quarter. Got themselves right back in the ball game. They've got as close as 2 points, and the Maroons have answered every time.
Yeah, and Quincy had it down at least one time to a 2-point difference and had the ball. But I think that's the only opportunity they had to do that, and they didn't convert.
Well, here we go, folks. Why don't we just shut up and let you watch it?
That's right. You're going to know one way or the other. We don't have to say a word.
That'll do it. And that'll do it.
There's the ball game.
1997 Western Big Six champ, Moline Maroons. Look at that student body out there. Are they excited? First championship here in Moline since Nick DeViller's dad, Jack DeViller, was the head coach here at Moline High School.
Man, I'll tell you what, that's fun. Take a look at that. Enjoy that.
Coach Dexter just kind of standing off to the side down here. He's excited. It's hard to come out of your coaching face and get excited after a game sometimes. But
well, I tell you the big thing, and congratulations to the coaching staff from Moline. A great job. And I tell you, we had, going into the year, they had high expectations for this ball club. Opened the year up 0-4, and it'd have been easy for lots of people to fold the tents and chalk it off. The team could have fought among themselves. The coaches could have done this, that, and everything else. But they made some really great adjustments defensively, and they got everybody healthy, and it's been history, folks. Nick DeVilder's being carried off the court.
Oh, that's terrific. Nick DeVilder, as we mentioned, his dad, Jack, former head coach here, now assistant principal here at Moline High School. Coach Dexter, has got to be very proud, and he has his assistants too. We shouldn't overlook them. Derek Lindauer and Kelly Kane they go to every practice and they work just as hard, and they've obviously done a great job with these young men.
Well, it's a fine way to culminate our coverage of Western Big Six basketball during the regular season. We certainly are planning on covering some more basketball games next week and the weeks to follow. But wow, this is fun. This is exciting. And this is what it's all about. You come down to the last ball game of the year in the Western Big Six. Two teams tied with 7-2 records. They play right here, and bang, 47-44, Moline Maroons.
And as you might expect, Travis Wilson, Nick DeVille, the big two in the scoring column. Wilson with 21 points on the night, and DeVille with 17 lead the way. They got 38 of the 47, but not to take anything away from the rest of the young Maroon players. They all played hard.
Well, I think you've got to talk about those guys too, Coach, along the way. Marcus Morrow, he's made a big difference. We talked about him. He's not starting right now, but he had some great games. He allowed them to beat UT at a ball game over at UT that we covered. Right. Without him, this game would have just meant the conference was going to be a tie. Because in my mind, they couldn't have beaten UT that night without the game that Marcus had. You take a look at Kenny Spranger. Kenny is Mr. Consistent, I think, out there. He handles the ball. He rebounds. Doesn't score a lot of points, but does a great job. Of course, Ian Hanovan, tremendous on the boards. Had some games where he's been their leading scorer. Obviously, all three of their scorers have been in there together. Dorian Earl last week against Alleman comes in, has a great game. Tonight he contributed great minutes.
Some good minutes here lately.
Steve Cottrell, he stood in there and took about, probably over the course of the year, he probably took about 75 charges. I don't know how many times he actually got called, but he stuck his face in there and got blasted around. We'd be remiss if we didn't mention Tom Dyke, of course, because Tom has played quite a bit throughout the course of this season, has contributed, and of course the rest of the supporting cast from the Moline Maroons have just done a tremendous job. Obviously, some of these kids who didn't get in the game tonight worked hard this week getting Moline prepared to go against that press. Exactly. That they saw reading in the paper. They're talking about 6 guys on 5. These guys, obviously, in their practice ethic, put themselves in a situation where they can make this team better week after week after week. Our hats go off to all the Moline Maroons and their fans.
Well, that about does it here from Wharton Fieldhouse. Again, the Maroons, the Western Big Six champs for the 1996-97 season. Exciting ball game. Maroons by 3 over the Quincy Blue Devils, 47-44. For Jim Sanders, this is Jim Smith and Greg Quinones, our cameraman extraordinaire, have been done a great job for us all season. We'll say so long from Wharton Fieldhouse, and we'll see you next time for Family Ties production here on TCI Channel 38. So long, everybody.